He was sitting in a dark, filthy tank. I had to use my bathroom sink as a pool to clean him. He would splash and dive and swim for 40 minutes. At first I was frightened, but then realized Percy just loves water, and that is really unusual for a semi-desert lizard. High ceilings and windows frightened him a lot. He would hide under the furniture because of his fear of open space. I had to build him a big terrarium so he could have space there. I expected Percy to stay in his enclosure, relaxed, just being a bearded dragon. But after only a couple weeks, he would venture everywhere.
Vegan, your seat is reserved in heaven.
With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy, blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace. Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Наші програми пропонуються на багатьох мовах. Будь ласка, завітайте suprememastertv.com /schedule і suprememastertv.com /BMD.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nico, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.
I was invited once to a Chinese temple in Puli. It's kind of the middle of Taiwan. Yeah, many monks are so-called practitioners like that place. So many temples there. They go there to seek quietness and solitude. So they build many temples together and ring all the bells in the morning. Their bells are not smaller than the elephant. And each one is vying with the next temple to have a bigger bell. And when the bell and the drum are beating together, the whole earth shakes.
Please keep watching to find out more.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
We now invite you to watch the next part of this inspirational lecture entitled Disasters Begins from the Mouth part 4 of 6 on Between Masters and Disciples, given in English on December 26, 1992 in Santiman, Taiwan, also known as Formosa.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. She has been invited to lecture on the Kuan Yin method of meditation throughout the world. We now invite you to view Walk the Way of Love, an introduction to Supreme Master Ching Hai.
We'll search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, as she has affectionately become known, lives a message that walks the way of love. A renowned humanitarian, artist, and spiritual visionary, her love and assistance has extended beyond all cultural and racial boundaries to people around the world. The needy and homeless, institutions of medical research, war veterans, the disadvantaged, the physically and mentally handicapped, refugees and victims of natural disasters, etc. We witness countless reminders of the compassion, the trademark of this caring lady, and the international foundation that has grown out of her loving example.
Whatever we can share, begin with sharing. And then we will feel a subtle change in ourselves. More love will be pouring into our consciousness, and we will be aware of something. And that is the beginning. We are here to learn to grow, as well as to learn to use our power, our limitless power of love and creativity, in order to make a better world wherever we happen to be incarnated. Don't worry, I pray for you, okay, honey?
Not only are human beings the blessed beneficiaries of her kindness, animal people from different species are also the recipients of her boundless benevolence.
You okay, boy? You okay? Yeah, go, baby. Hey, look at you. Oh, quack. You happy? Quack. Hello, you grow so big now, you. Bon appetito. I love you. Good appetite. This is one of the reasons why we should be vegan. Love for all beings, extending love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, was born in Central Olac, or Vietnam. During her early years, she was often found helping hospital patients, the needy, as well as injured animal people in whichever way she could. As a young adult, she moved to Europe to study and continued there as a translator for the Red Cross. She soon discovered that pain and suffering exist in all corners of the globe, and her search for the remedy to this became the foremost goal in her life. She was happily married at the time to a German doctor, and although it was an extremely difficult decision for both of them, her husband agreed to a separation. She then embarked on what became a 2-year-plus journey in search for spiritual understanding. Finally, in the deepest reaches of the Himalayas in India, she found an enlightened master who imparted to her the Kuan Yin method, a meditation method on the inner heavenly light and sound. After a period of practice, she became fully enlightened. Soon after her return from the Himalayas, at the earnest request of those around her, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the Kuan Yin method with others, encouraging them to look within to find their own greatness. Through the Kuan Yin method of meditation, they also attained greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace. Before long, invitations arrived from the United States, etc.
I saw that I was everywhere and in every creature.
Europe.
To see God is very, very simple.
Asia.
All religions tell you, be a good person here and find heaven while you can.
Australia.
We are the sons and daughters of God. We are ourselves, the Supreme Master.
Africa,
I will show you how to get direct teaching.
and South America,
And keep the commandments and try to lead a more vegan life.
as well as from important organizations for Supreme Master Ching Hai to give lectures.
The peace and love that we most often talk about and seek, we have within ourselves. You must look inside and find your own treasure and find the real lasting happiness. The future is in our hands. So you make it beautiful or you make it worse. It's up to you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has realized many spontaneous talents that she expresses through artistic paintings and creations, music and poetry, and aesthetic jewelry and clothing designs, expressing the inner and outer beauty. The income generated from her artistic creations has enabled Supreme Master Ching Hai to create an independent source of funding for humanitarian activities in support of her noble mission of assisting God's children in their times of need. Although she does not seek acknowledgement of any kind, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been given awards worldwide by government officials and private organizations on numerous occasions. They include the World Peace Award, the World Spiritual Leadership Award, the Award for Promotion of Human Rights, the World Citizen Humanitarian Award, the Award for Outstanding Public Service to Mankind, the 2006 Goosey Peace Prize, the Los Angeles Music Week Certificate of Commendation, and first place silver for the 27th Annual Telly Awards 2006. In addition, October 25th and February 22nd have been proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day in the United States.
She also brings love around the world where there is hate. She brings hope where there is despair. And she brings understanding where there is misunderstanding. She is the light of a great person, an angel of mercy for all of us.
Agradecer a la Suprema Maestra su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Una impresión muy grata de ver un corazón tan noble, tan dispuesto a servir. Ella está sirviendo a todos los seres humanos, está sirviendo al planeta para salvarlo, para rescatarlo. Tiene un corazón noble, pero también un gran liderazgo. Sé que van a suceder las cosas que tienen que suceder.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is one of the truly dedicated people of this era, helping others find and create a beautiful vision of our future. Many great people in history have had a dream, and in her own words, so does Supreme Master Ching Hai.
I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that everyone becomes a Buddha. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It takes billions, trillions of years to produce this planet. And it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love. Tình yêu sao rực lửa, tình yêu sao lạnh băng, tình yêu như địa ngục, tình yêu như thiên đàng. The Buddha said, in this world, how many people, just because they don't keep their mouth shut, and run into disaster. Therefore, take heed that you talk only when necessary. The story speaks for itself, and I have done my humorous best. To transform a very serious story into a comedy. Okay? It's not better. So understand. That is not that we cannot speak, but we should not speak at an inappropriate time. That's the problem. It's the timing. I told you last night in Chinese that when you're too noisy, you disturb because you don't flow with the rest, or you don't flow with your partner or the surroundings. You talk when you should not, when you should keep silent, or smile, or do nothing. Understand? That's when you make noise. Not because you talk all day that you make noise. I talk a lot, but the more I talk, the more you love it. Right? I don't make noise. But even when you don't talk, you make noise. Yeah, you make noise with your inner disturbance, inner turbulence, inner disharmony. Understand? By not being in accordance with the surroundings, by not being in harmony with the rest of the universe, you make noise. Some people talk just like suddenly a bomb dropped. Yeah, always. Or when they do something, it's just like suddenly we have an earthquake. It's not suitable for the occasion and the atmosphere. That is why you make noise. You're noisy. Not because you talk a lot. Understand? Yes. Some people don't even talk at all. They sit next to me, or they just mention one word, and it's already disturbing. Just like they put a bomb inside. Understand or not? Yes. So be careful where you talk, when, and what. It's not that you talk a lot that you make noise. You can make noise with one word or one sentence, and you disturb the whole thing. Just like the rooster, in the morning when everything is quiet, peaceful and calm, and says, "Coo, coo, coo, coo." And he always does that around our meditation center. In Melly, maybe. Yes. In the morning we meditate and he makes noise. It is his duty, all right, but in the wrong place. You remember in Melly, in the morning, you hear no noise, not even bells to wake up, not even clapping board anymore, because I say it's too noisy. We might disturb all the chickens next door. And then they come up and make more noise together. Therefore, since a long time ago, I have abolished the habit of banging the bell in the morning or clapping the board, because even that disturbs me. You understand? Yes. Even that disturbs me. So I say everybody has their alarm clock. Somebody can have even 4 or 5 in case. So why should we clap the board or ring the bell? Understand? Yes.
And even ringing the bell is not sure that they wake up. They all stuff their ears with some security guard, security cotton, and they never wake up. I don't need security cotton. Sometimes I don't wake up either. I remember in the early days when I was not yet very famous and the disciples were few in number. I was invited once to a Chinese temple in Puli. It's kind of the middle of Taiwan, yeah? And in that place, the climate's very nice, and it never changes. Approximately always the same. Many monks are so-called practitioners like that place. So many temples there. They go there to seek quietness and solitude. So they build many temples together and ring all the bells in the morning. Their bells are not smaller than the elephant. And each one is vying with the next temple to have a bigger bell. Temple bigger, bell bigger. Yes. And their drum is similar to the bell size. And when the bell and the drum are beating together, the whole earth shakes. Yeah, you didn't experience this? Try. Go to one temple sometime, and they beat the drum in the morning. Truly, the whole earth shakes. The vibration was so strong because the drum was so big, and the bell was so loud. You could hear it from miles away. Is that not so? Yes. Have you heard this? Yes. If you go to Puli, the retreat heaven for many monks, for quiet and solitude. Only every day there are many coaches, buses, which bring a lot of tourists there. Otherwise, it's very quiet and nobody. They come for solitude, yes. And the temple is so attractive that it seems like a tourist center. So that's the quiet place for the monks to practice solitude. Okay, so now, often when I'm in such a temple, then I would wake up because of the drum, because the whole earth quakes. And my bed would shiver. You understand? Just like when you came to Merli last year and forgot your pullover. Like that. When I was in that temple, I was invited to conduct a retreat, also 7 days. It was serious. You sit for 15 hours straight on the rock. Yes, because after you sat for so long, your cushion became rock. And your bottom became rock also. That's why I say meditation on the rock. And I was conducting a 7-day retreat. There were not many people like now, maybe over 50 or something. The temple was also small. The temples are always big, but you cannot use, understand? Full of implements. Huh? Implements? No. Buddhist implements, right? Instrument, yes, but... Huh? Ornaments, yeah, ornaments, yes. And a big bell like that, big drum like that, you know? And big Buddha like that. Yes. So you have no place for real Buddhas. Most of the time, they can only accommodate about a few hundred, at the most. But not for meditation. Not really, about 50 if they want to meditate. Otherwise, 200 or 300 standing around. In between and before and after and all that, There's no place for people. So we meditated like that. And in the morning, I never woke up. Maybe too exhausted. Maybe my whole body became rock. Not only the middle part, but the whole. I never knew, I never heard anything about at 4 o'clock. They will beat the drum and bang the gong. I never heard it. The whole week long, never once I heard anything. I didn't know that they still do their morning service every day. And I didn't wake up in time for meditation. Well, we practitioners don't tell lies. The priority of being a master is that you can get up a little bit later, maybe 9 o'clock or something. When everyone else is having breakfast and you go around, you're very good. You sat very well from 4 to 7, etc. Okay, now. So I never woke up at 4. But I thought I will wake up at 4, you understand? So after some time, I have to tell the attendant to come and wake me up. But even then, he knocked at the door and I'm knocking myself over. Could never hear anything. 7 days long. When I told the abbot, I said, thank you for your consideration. I thought he considered my health and my sleep. So he abolished the morning service for a while, at least for the 7 days retreat. Because he knew I love quiet and I don't want to get up early. And I do not encourage the kind of temple morning service with something like that. Yes, I thought he knew that we only meditate and we don't make noise in the morning. So he stopped the morning service for a while. But he said, no, we do that every day. I was so surprised. How could I not hear it? So this kind of samadhi is called the highest sleeping samadhi. And most of our disciples attain this state. Only after I have many disciples, I discover that they really inherit this Dharma lineage from me. Therefore, even when we bang the gong or beat the drum, they don't know anything. Therefore, I say, what is the use to do this anymore? So I have a few alarm clocks to wake up, or the neighbors will wake you up. But the neighbor would not wake up. I don't know who wakes you up. But it's all right. It's all right. We don't kill ourselves for the Buddha's sake. Anyhow, why do we come to this? Why we talk so much about drums and gongs? What was the problem? Yeah, making noise. And why was that? Oh, yes, meditation. Yes. You see. So, because we were talking about in the morning was so quiet and everything disturbed, right? Yeah, I was actually considering the neighbor also. They don't need to wake up at 4 o'clock. Understand? Yes. I care nothing about enlightenment. And all the chickens in the next farm, they don't want to wake up at 4 o'clock. Therefore, I said to them, no more gongs. Only when you eat, then you sound the gongs. But afterward, I discovered that actually they don't need the gong. They know exactly what time for lunch. That, I don't need to tell them. So I said the gong is really a luxury only, an extravagant. How do you say? Useless, huh? Yes, superfluous item. Yes. But they bang the gong anyhow. Otherwise, the one who takes care of the gong has no job. But we do bang the gong in the evening, telling everybody that the meditation time is over and they should go to bed. But I discovered that was also superfluous. Yes. Because they all know anyhow. Tình ra đi tình trở lại, tình ngọt ngào, tình ngang trái, tình đưa ta lên trời cao,
tìm diệm ta xuống vực sâu, ta kêu gào, ta than van, tình vẫn không buồn.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. To learn more about her compassionate life and teachings, please visit suprememastertv.com/master.
Peace is happening around our world.
Peace News, number 8 of many, and counting.
There are many countries promoting peace and fostering amity among peoples and governments. Etc.
March 2023. For the first time in 12 years, the President of the Republic of Korea, His Excellency Yoon Suk-yeol, visits Japan's Prime Minister, His Excellency Fumio Kishida, to continue increasing cooperation and understanding between their countries. By creating peace, we all can make a loving, serene, and prosperous world.
As a health coach, I advocate a plant-based diet for achieving optimal health. But we don't just benefit our own health by adapting this way of eating. We benefit the entire planet. Nicole Mitzi-Georgis, vegan.
Tomorrow on Between Masters and Disciples.
Anyhow, the most important is our inner noise. Make sure that we calm our inner turbulence. That's important. And that we can do by meditation and by listening to the high level of explanation, etc. Of course, any explanation is not the highest means, understand? And to convey the sense of grandeur of the absolute. But still, we cannot use any other means. So we have two kinds of enlightening tools. One is inside and one is outside. Some need it inside, some need it outside. Some need both. And some need none because he doesn't understand anything.
Lovely viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled Disasters Begins from the Mouth, Part 4 of 6 on Between Masters and Disciples. Coming up next is Divinity of Souls from Socrates Vegetarian in Phaedo by Plato Vegetarian, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.